name is Natalie Encarnacion, and I'm a life coach. I teach INFJ women how to be happy using very simple strategies and techniques. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and click the little bell so you'll receive a notification every time I drop a new video. Okay, so today I want to take you through my two-step process that I use to rid my life of toxic people. So there are many signs to know if you're dealing with a toxic person or not, but the number one sign that I have that lets me know that I'm dealing with a toxic person is that after I spend time with them, I feel like crap. They have zapped me of all my energy. They have packaged all their emotional baggage into this big suitcase and they have thrown it at me at full force. So they leave, usually the conversation, they leave feeling uplifted, better, or at least a little bit better than when they started the conversation. Me, however, when the conversation or the event is over, I feel like crap. I feel burdened. I feel heavy. Feel like I'm carrying a lot of their emotional baggage. And I always, back in my psychology counseling days, I always called that transference of emotions. You come in, INFJs are very good. Well, introverts in general are really good at holding space for people because we tend not to be huge talkers. So whenever you're dealing with somebody who loves to talk and then you have someone who doesn't talk a whole bunch, it's very easy for us to hold space for other people. And trust me, people will come in and they will take that space. And they unload every burden they've been carrying, and then we start carrying that burden for them. Another point that I want to state about toxic people is that just because someone is toxic to you in your life does not mean they are a bad person. We're specifically talking about behaviors and interaction, exchanges of energy. So just because someone in my life is a toxic person does not mean they're a bad person or that they're toxic to everyone. It just means they're toxic to me, and our exchange of energy is just not healthy for me. Okay, so the first step of my two-step process for ridding my life of toxic people, the first step is stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to fix them. So after you've identified that somebody is toxic in your life, you have to stop trying to fix them. It is not your job to fix people, although I fall into that trap quite a bit myself. And I have to say, before I start implementing step one of this process, this toxic relationship could go on for years. Like the last person that I've had to implement these steps on recently has been doing this and has been this toxic person in my life for a year and a half, maybe a little bit more. So don't wait as long as I have. Like once you identify them as being a toxic person, your first step is stop trying to fix them. They might not even want you to fix them. Everybody that I take the initiative to fix, usually they get pissed off at me anyway because they say, hey, I'm not coming to you for you to fix my problem or to give me advice. I'm coming to you because I just need to vent. And that's totally fine. But you have to cut it off somewhere because I don't want to carry everybody else's emotional baggage. I've got my own. There's no space for me to carry anybody else's. So step one is after you identify someone as being a toxic person in your life, just stop trying to fix them. In the end, you're not really helping them anyway because it's important for them to fix themselves. That's a personal responsibility. It's not our responsibility to fix people. It's an individual responsibility. If there's something going on with my life, it is my responsibility to fix it. I own it and I fix it. No one else can do that for you. But it's very easy for us because we're so compassionate and we really are magnets. INFJs are magnets for toxic people because we do hold that space really well. We do like to fix people, and we just naturally attract these toxic people. So number one is to just stop trying to fix them. Okay, so the second step in my two-step process for ridding my life of toxic people is I set better boundaries. It's not easy, But if you do not set appropriate boundaries around these toxic people in your life, you know what you're going to end up doing as an INFJ, and you'll see videos all over YouTube about it, is you're going to do the door slam. Because these people are going to suck the life out of you so much that eventually you're going to give them opportunities for them to stop sucking the life out of you. And they're probably not going to catch, the drift. They're not going to get it. And what you're going to end up doing, which I have done in the past, is you're just going to door slam them. And you're going to completely cut them out of your lives. And that's just the end of it, which isn't like the wrong thing to do. But let's just face it, we're going to be dealing with so many toxic people. And not all toxic people are bad people. And guess what? Some toxic people are family members. I am not willing at this point to really door slam family members because they just haven't done anything bad enough to really deserve that. But over the years, I have learned to set boundaries for myself so I can keep these people in my life within my boundaries, and they don't suck the life out of me. They're not toxic to me anymore because I have set up these appropriate walls for them, and they respect them because I enforce them. They know my boundaries and they respect them. If they cross the line, I let them know and I set that boundary. So that's an accountability drill for yourself, because you have to set these boundaries and you have to enforce them if you want to keep this person in your life. Or, I don't know people's certain circumstances, but the last person that I really was strong about was actually somebody that I work with. And I'm in a training role where I train a lot of people. And with this individual, I have to, it's my job. I am paid to interact with this person. So I can't just, door slamming isn't an option if I want to continue to get paid for training this person. But setting up appropriate boundaries is okay. And I was very clear about my boundaries to this person. And I'm not mean about it, but I have to protect myself. I have to protect my energy. And they have to be accountable for themselves. It's not my job to do that. So step 2 is to set appropriate boundaries. And if you're anything like me, where you're still working on developing and to really harness, some of the things that make you an INFJ, it could take you years to implement these steps. It has me. The last person I was talking about took me over 1.5 years to really enforce it, and I did it out of desperation. So if you don't start implementing these steps and strategies when you first identify somebody as being toxic, eventually you're going to get to the point of desperation, and you're going to have no choice but to implement these strategies if you want to be emotionally healthy and if you need to protect yourself. If you have someone in your life right now that you would identify as a toxic person, and remember, this is a person who, after engaging with them, you feel like crap. You're zapped of energy, you feel this emotional heavy burden upon your shoulders, and you just feel like crap most of the time after you deal with this person. If you're an INFJ, you have someone. Please comment below who this person is. Don't call people out by name, but if it's like coworker, family member, but if you can identify people in your life that are toxic, comment below, let us know your experience with them, and let us know where you are in the process as far as containing the issue. Did you just identify this person as toxic after maybe watching this video? Have you known they're toxic and now you're committed to implementing my 2-step process? Are you on the other side of this toxic relationship and it's managed now? Comment below, let me know where you are in your journey. It'd be very interesting for me to know, and I love feedback. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Also, click the little bell so you'll receive a notification every time I drop a new video, which is once a week right now, usually on Tuesdays, Tuesday mornings. But yeah, if you found this interesting at all, if you're an INFJ that's looking for personal development, subscribe, follow me. I'm going to be dropping videos on how we can grow, and I would love to be growing with other people as well. If you know anyone else who could benefit from some of the strategies that I'm dropping on this channel, please share out these videos. I'm trying to reach and help as many people as possible, and frankly, we just need to stick together. If you have any ideas or any questions or any videos that you want me to do to address any particular issues or problems or areas for development, please send me an email to hello@natalieencarnacion.com, or comment below, send me a message. There's also links to my website that has my email as well. But I'm always looking for ideas and suggestions, and I want to make sure that I'm meeting everyone's needs. If you're interested in signing up for my free 5-day training on how to ignite your life with intention, I have a link to it below. Every day I will drop you an audio and a worksheet to complete, and at the end of the 5 days I will equip you with tools that will help you ignite your life with intention and turn off autopilot and start start taking mindful action. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the flip side.